The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
319. Check 56. I'm coming. Check three. Look at you.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Derrick Henry. 85 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Let's go. 8-3.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got Smith here. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Mike 50. It's been a long day for you.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers throwing again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Mike, 47. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 47. Look again. Look again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Jumper. Watch the ship. Watch Chopper. Ship. The Mike. 44's the Mike. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check 20.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
A Pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down now, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. On second and 12, Rodgers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
Hey, 88.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
47 Mike, 47. Target. Over.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it. But
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line. Green 18. Pick it up. Pick it up. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Green 18.
Now Rodgers. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Rodgers
now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw again, Rodgers. Flushed out right, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And able to find John Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Rodgers again now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
That's how you score.
John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they are going for it. Here's Hill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Looking here for Smith down in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Blue 58.
Right there. 56. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Jim.
Motion. Reset.
Go to 50.
56. Monk's 56. Here we go. 56. Check.
A first down carry for Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
319. Back north. Inside.
Check 6 guys. Say.
80 weapons.
Rodgers now on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Check. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Go!
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. He completes it to Nelson. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
88. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. 5. Look at that.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
You got 300. Hey, exit. Jump out. Watch twist. 61. Matchbox lights. Kill.
On first down, Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, back north. Yeah, live. Switch. Hey, orbit.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hill. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. 75 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 4.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mike's 47.
Check 30. 47.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to wind up in air. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check 31.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Echo 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Okay, double up. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. He'll look to throw.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
Yes, we often say get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Derrick Henry, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line. 319.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
319, get up. Hey, take 26.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Super down it. Super down.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here, Mike. 319.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
56 right there, 56. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Rodgers going to throw. They're hauling it in, Nelson. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
319. 56. Back north. Not today. 56 to Mike, boy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
All day. All day.
Check 52.
On first down, Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bush. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. As they can now even this. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Off of play action, Hill. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Look at me, zipper.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 50's the most.
Hill now to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
30 base.
Now Hill. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
All day, every day, any day. Watch the air. Jim, 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 Jim.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
10, under 10, 10. Slam, slam. Get Mike. Inside.
Check safety. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it.
Bravo.
To throw is Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Saints take over. Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
That's caught at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Green Bay, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.